New tonight, another large caravan trekking through Mexico. Human rights advocates say it's likely headed to the U.S. And 10 News reporter Anthony Pura is tracking this group, estimated to be about 2,600.
The caravan of Central American migrants that traveled to the U.S.-Mexico border back in November at one point grew to upwards of 7,000 people. Pedro Rios, the director of the American Friends Service Committee, says he started hearing of another caravan last week.
It includes not only the Central Americans from Honduras, Guatemala, El Salvador, Nicaragua, but also Cubans, also people from Venezuela, and including people from various African countries. Definitely a lot of families, and in fact, they're moving at the pace of families.
More than 2,600 people and growing, all headed to Mexico City, and like past caravans, Rio says they are then likely to head to the U.S. to plead asylum.
At that point, they'll probably decide which route they will take, whether they will take the western route and eventually make their way to Tijuana, San Diego, or whether they will take the eastern route and make their way to Texas.
The November caravan led to U.S. troop deployment at the border, as well as tense confrontations and use of tear gas. That was followed by tougher federal immigration policies, which Rio says has slowed down the asylum process at the border.
People have had their court dates changed, and there is absolutely no way or little way for Customs and Border Protection to notify people that they've had a court date change, and so that's problematic.
Rio says a new wave of asylum seekers will add stress to that situation, and humanitarian groups are preparing for that.
Here we are in touch with our Mexican counterparts, ensuring that shelters have access to this information.
Anthony Pura, 10 News.
We reached out to Customs and Border Protection after hours to see if this caravan is on its radar and what it's doing to prepare. We've not yet heard back.